Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day for Friday, February 12th, 2016, around 7:02 in the morning, Berwick, Massachusetts. Cold out. It's only about 8 degrees. Going to go up to the mid-20s this weekend. Bitter cold. So bundle up. Some news to report. There was a report on Channel 5 News in Boston, Massachusetts last night for their Team 5 investigative series that many MBTA employees are getting paid to sit at home. No wonder why the MBTA is so broke. Also, Jenner has a fear that Keeping Up with the Kardashians reality show on E! Is going to be canceled. And if that happens, she fears that it's going to be devastating to the family. Also, if E! cancels Keeping Up with the Kardashians, they lose their #1 programming, like original programming with like that, the highly rated, top rated series. Some people say that could be the demise of the E! network, but they could rerun Keeping Up with the Kardashians, make millions of dollars on it. And former governor of Minnesota and WWE Hall of Famer Jesse "The Body" Ventura is considering a run for president with the Libertarian Party. I think this is going to happen when Trump gets the nomination for the GOP. And that's about it on the news. My second video blog subject of the day is the continuation series of the top 100 greatest professional wrestling matches. Today, this video blog will be from 30 to 21. Okay, here it is. Number 30 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling matches of all time. Bob Backlund defending the WWE World title against Jimmy Superfly Snuka in Madison Square Garden in June 1982. This was the third of a series of matches Bob and Jimmy had at the Garden, and was a steel cage match. This was famous for Jimmy Superfly Snuka doing the 15-foot high Superfly splash onto Backlund in the steel cage, but Backlund missed and he got out of the cage, but the fans were cheering Jimmy Snuka so big that he eventually turned face. Number 29 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling matches of all time, The Undertaker facing off against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 30. And this match was Brock Lesnar giving the F5 bomb to Undertaker, ending his WrestleMania undefeated streak at 21-0. It was one of the most shocking moments in professional wrestling history. The Undertaker should have not lost at WrestleMania under any circumstances. Number 28 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling matches of all time. Nature Boy Ric Flair defending the WCW World title against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat at Spring Stampede 1994. This was an awesome 30-minute match. Ric Flair turned heel, and it was a back and forth match. Ending had a double pinfall, and Flair was awarded the WCW title because a title can't change hands on a double pinfall. And Ric Flair gave up the belt a week later on WCW Saturday Night. Number 27 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling matches of all time. Sabu facing off against a human suplex machine, Taz, at the first ever ECW pay-per-view, Barely Legal, on April 13th, 1997. It was a classic match. Taz wins, and Bill Alfonso, Taz's manager, turns on Taz because he was betting on Sabu to win this match. It was a double turn, and it was an awesome match. The build-up for this match was pretty good, and was great to have this as the first main event of an ECW pay-per-view. Number 26 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling matches of all time. Randy Macho Man Savage. He was the Macho King at the time, facing off against the Ultimate Warrior in a career-ending match at WrestleMania 7. Macho Man interfered in the Warriors match at WrestleMania 7 for the WWE title, and Warrior lost the title to Sergeant Slaughter, and this was career versus career. And this was probably the Warriors' best match. A lot of commotion about this match, back and forth, but the energy the Warrior had was great. He pins Macho Man with his foot on Macho Man's chest for the 1, 2, 3, and that was it. Afterwards, Sensational Queen Sherry got mad and attacked Macho Man because she lost her meal ticket. And Miss Elizabeth comes out of this crowd and beats up Sensational Queen Sherry, and Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth reunite. Sherry gets a new meal ticket later on in the night when she aligns with $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. Number 25 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling matches of all time. Sergeant Slaughter against Pat Patterson in a street fight in Madison Square Garden in May 1981. This was a very, very good feud. Like, Patterson and Slaughter beat up the hell out of each other. It was one of the first hardcore matches. Ending had the Grand Wizard, Slaughter's manager, throwing the towel after Patterson was beating him to the pulp. So Pat Patterson wins that match. Number 24 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling matches of all time. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, facing off against Lex Luger in a steel cage match at Starrcade 87 for the U.S. title. And this was a great cage match, probably one of Dusty Rhodes' best match ever. Dusty Rhodes lost this match. He would be gone from the NWA for 120 days, and he was not going to lose this match. They had a keeper of the key, Johnny Weaver, who was the Mid-Atlantic announcer, color man. He was showing Dusty Rhodes how to perform the Weaver Lock. That's a version of the Sleeper Hold, which is one of wrestling's basic moves. Dusty wins by pinning Luger for the 1, 2, 3. He gets the United States title. Even if Dusty lost this match, he would have came back as a Midnight Rider. Number 23 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling matches of all time. Sabu facing off against Terry Funk, facing off against Shane Douglas, the franchise, at an ECW show at the ECW Arena in February 1994. The night the line was crossed, this was a classic 60-minute time-limit triple threat match. People were calling this the best match in North America wrestling in the 1990s, and I agree with that to a point. All three of these wrestlers gave it its all in this match, and it was classic match. Number 22 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling matches of all time. The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, face off against The Undertaker at the first ever Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood in October of 1997. Shawn took many bumps in this match, including a bump onto the Spanish announce table. The Undertaker gave the tombstone to Shawn Michaels, and they thought that was going to be it. But then the lights go out in the arena, and then a sound comes, boom! And it's Kane with Paul Bearer making his appearance, first appearance in WWE television. And Vince McMahon says, "That's gotta be Kane! That's gotta be Kane!" Kane attacks The Undertaker, beats him up with the tombstone. Shawn Michaels rolls over, 1, 2, 3, and that was it. Shawn Michaels beats The Undertaker in the first ever Hell in a Cell match. And number 21 to end this list for right now is WrestleMania 12, the Iron Man match. Bret the Hitman Hart facing off against Shawn Michaels in a 60-minute Iron Man match. And this was, a very classic match. And the most pinfalls in this match would get the WWE title. They went the full 60 minutes without one pinfall. Bret had Shawn Michaels in sharpshooter, but the time limit expired. Bret thought he would retained the title because nobody got a pinfall. But WWE President Gorilla Monsoon said they must be a winner. They had an overtime segment. Brett was pissed. And then Shawn gets some momentum and then gives Brett sweet chin music for 1, 2, 3. Shawn Michaels wins the WWE title for the first time. And Vince McMahon says, the boyhood dream comes true. That's about it on this video blog. And this weekend will be the top 20 of the greatest professional wrestling matches of all time video blogs. I hope you'll be enjoying this video blog. The next big project I'm going to do with video blogs of this magnitude will be in March with the top 67 players in NHL history since the expansion era started in 1967 when the NHL doubled from the original 6 to 12 to eventually 30 teams. Be back later. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google Plus with 2 more video blogs. One will be about my take on legalized prostitution in the United States and if they could ever do legalized prostitution. And the second video blog, and the last video blog, will be about my personality profile. Tonight's personality profile will be about Jade McCarthy, Sports Center anchor. Like I always say, keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Button guy. Molly Roseblood of WCCO Oxen has nice legs. Elizabeth Hart is so stunning. She has nice legs as well. And Amy Swensley's awesome. And Daniel Gersh of WHDH Channel 7 in Boston rocks, and she's also got nice legs. And in the words of Dr. Thomas Sharkey, this action will not be tolerated at BMHS. Don't forget Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Google+, shoutouts, plugs, and video blog suggestions. Private message me. Will be taken care of.